So for the first few days, the pro shop will be shut for normal business until we get some sort of directive from the government that non-essential shops can reopen and insurance and that is covered. So in the initial days when we're outside greeting you for your tea time, if you do need some items, I'm quite happy to come into the shop and get them for you on a sort of click and collect basis. So you can order the product from me, I can come into the shop, collect it, and then I'll place that item on a table for you to take away. So obviously it would be handy and almost, I'd say, essential if you had some credit on your account that I could then take those items from your credit. So that's how the shop would work in the first instance, and obviously hopefully that will be upgraded as time moves on. So just as a reminder, the sort of things that I'll be looking to get for you would be things like chocolate, like golf balls, could be gloves. We obviously also have the items such as golf shoes. There's a number of you already who have contacted me in lockdown period. They put credit on your account. You may be looking to get a new pair of shoes for the summer. So remember, we have got our Skechers shoes there, which came in just before lockdown. We also have our Under Armour clothing. So if that's something you're interested in, again, probably with a little bit of notice. So maybe when you popped in before your game, if you booked a time to come and see me afterwards, when I maybe have a little bit more time later on in the day, you can come in and you can then have a look at those items. Obviously tees as well is another thing, one of those essential things that you may need for your game of golf. And our ladies bits. So if it's something that's essential, tees, golf balls, jockey, drinks from the fridge, then please let me know outside. We'll have a little table set up there. I can come and get those for you. If it's a bigger item like shoes, shirts, clubs, bags, anything like that, then again we'll arrange to meet up at a beneficial time. You can come in on your own, feel safe here. I've opened up the middle of the floor, so there's plenty of space for you to move around and feel comfortable. We'll have some markings on the floor as well by Friday, and hopefully we can continue to look after you exactly as we did before lockdown, and obviously as we will do when things get back to normal. So that's a little look around the shop, letting you know what we've got and how we'll be able to serve you over the coming weeks. Hi everyone, welcome to the golf club. Just 2 days or a day and a bit to go now before we can get back playing again, which is very exciting. I've been here today with Rob and we've been setting up around the clubhouse and around at the golf course a little bit, just making sure everyone is well signposted for where they need to go and get everything in place for your safe return. It's been busy as anything in terms of in the shop. The phone's not stopped ringing. People obviously, I'm sure you're the same, maybe having issues with booking, so we've managed to sort all that hopefully on the main course and on the par 3. So I think you should all be aware of the various rules on that initially, whilst we're still playing at 2 balls, that you can only play 1 peak time and 1 off-peak time in the week. That's before 1 o'clock or after 1 o'clock, just to allow everybody to get a fair share of the golf course whilst we're at 2 balls and the course capacity is so low. There will be some of you that will receive a phone call that have booked 3 times or 2 peak times, whether by error or maybe trying it on. I wouldn't have thought so, but possibly. So you might get a phone call from Rob just asking you which tee times you want to keep and which ones we should allow somebody else to use. So be aware of that. What we're going to do now, what I'm going to do is just run you through what to expect on your first visit to the club, just so it's not too unusual for you. And again, make sure we stay nice and safe. Make sure that if you follow the rules that things will only get better, that we'll move to 3 balls, 4 balls, that we'll get back to full capacity on the golf course, that everyone can enjoy it again. We can start taking green fees eventually, which will then bring some much needed cash back into the golf club. But that now really, I think everything now relies on you, the golfer, to follow the rules, to keep everyone safe, so that everybody, not just at Rookery Park, but generally can continue to play golf in a safe environment. And as I say, things can be relaxed even further. So watch now as I take you through the process of arriving at the golf club, and hopefully we will see you within the next few days. So as you arrive at the golf club, there is every chance that you'll be met at some point on the drive, just to check that you have got a tee time, that you're signed in. Mostly that's going to be to try and turn away people that are looking to play the par 3 or the main course as visitors. Obviously that won't be happening for a couple of weeks, so you may be stopped on the drive. Just let them know your name and the fact, or when you've got your tee time booked, and they'll be able to check that off. So you'll arrive in the car park, be a bit busier than this. We ask you to try and use the entire area of the car park to allow for social distancing. So don't just pull up next to your mate and have a chat and a hug and a kiss with your best mate you haven't seen for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Try as much as possible to use the full area of the car park so that everyone feels comfortable. You'll then move and you're going to enter the golf course this away. So you'll see there's a nice arrow for you here, and we're going to head this way up towards the clubhouse. Obviously, having got all your clubs out of the bag, this will happen about 15 to 10 minutes before your tee time. Don't arrive any earlier than that, because we don't want too many people meeting at this point. So let's assume you've got 11-12 minutes to go until your tee time, and this is where you're going to go. Okay, so we've reached the top of the path here. The clubhouse will be closed, so you won't be able to get in there. So you carry on around here with your golf clubs. So as we reach this area here, we'd ask you to maybe just stop at this point and just have a little look around the corner. So at this point here, we're going to have a little look round to the table. If there's no one at the table bar myself or one of the other volunteers, then we're more than happy for you to carry on round. If there is still people at that table from the tee time before yours, either they're still signing in or grabbing something for them around the shop, we ask you just to stop here just for a second, give them room so they can finish their transaction, and then they will start to move around the shop. You still give them the space to start to move towards their first tee of the day, which is the 10th tee. However, when it's your time to move ahead, we move down and just present yourself to the table. So there's various little positions here to keep your distancing from the guy that you're playing with. I will be now at this point in front of the shop. The shop will be door closed at the moment, so we'll just get you signed in here and just give you an idea of what the expectations are around the golf course. If you do want something from the shop, then at this stage I would ask you just to order it here. So it might be a bottle of water, it might be a glove, it might be some teas, a coffee, whatever it might be that you want to take to the first tee. Do that now. I'll go into the shop and I'll bring it out for you and pop it on the table, and then we'll take it off shop account credit. If you haven't got any credit, then we would ask you to put an amount on your shop account so we can start to take bits and pieces off it. So once you're signed in and we've got less than 10 minutes now to your tee time, we'll turn round and we'll start to head this way. Saying hello to your friends here again, no cuddles, no kisses. As we start to move around the shop, so we're going to go this way. At this stage we ask you just to make sure that if you're pushing a trolley that you do stay on the fringe rather than take it across the putting green. So if it's not your turn to go yet, if it's not your tee time, you might just stop on one of the, or on this beautiful putting green. We're not going to use the other one if we can help it. We'll just stick on this one. So you might just start rolling a few balls again, get a feel for the pace of the greens. There's no holes on the green, so you won't be putting to a hole and touching the hole. It's just literally just a way of holding you until your tee time and you getting a feel for the greens again. So now we're ready. You'll be called to the tee by one of the starters. Here's our little zebra crossing. You will look, if you're teeing off later in the day, to your right to make sure that there's no one coming off the 18th green and travelling towards the first. When you're happy to go, you cross, looking both right and left. Obviously, as you're well aware, the old zebra crossing rules. And you'll be then greeted on the tee by one of our lovely starters. If you've got a ride-on buggy, single-seater, you'll continue along here. And again, just go up onto the corner of the tee there, staying off the real short grass, but positioning your buggy so that away you can go. And here is now the exciting moment where you're going to peg this ball up and smash it into the distance. All right, the moment you've been waiting for 8 weeks, it's nearly here, and away you go. All right, have a great round. And what we're going to do then is just walk you through now from the 18th green to the first tee. Okay, so you've putted out on the 18th, swing it around here, and now what do we do? Well, there's two things really, two options here. One, you just follow the arrows and you carry on around the corner behind the 10th tee and go away towards the first tee. If you have ordered something from the pro shop, I'm going to set another table up here just underneath the awning for you just to come and collect. So on the 18th tee you will be, there's a sign on there giving my current mobile number or the number that I'm using for this period of time. You can phone that if you want to order a coffee, some Mars bars, a soft drink, a new glove, top up on your golf balls because you've been slicing them all over the place, whatever it might be. Order them on the 18th tee with a phone call. I can get them ready. So all you have to do is now walk forward. There will be a table just underneath here on the day. Collect your bits. I'll take them off your account again, and then we head back across here. Might need a wee. That'll be open. There'll be hand sanitizer around here as well. Again, we come here to our little zebra crossing. If there's someone within your 2 meters and you're a little bit wary, just have a word, stop here and have a word, and hopefully they're going to let you go across, or you're going to let them go. And we head out again for your back 9. The joy just keeps on coming. So we whiz across here. So then you'll move on and play your front 9. So let's assume you've played those 9 holes and you're going to reach the 9th green here, which is the end of your fun for the day as far as your golf is concerned. As you leave the 9th green, you would do that in the normal fashion by going over the bridge. And once we reach the bridge here, you will take a right round to the side here, following these arrows again. Stay on the right hand side here, so you're keeping away from traffic coming in. You would go to your car, pop your clubs away, remembering to take home all your rubbish as well. Remember, there's no bins on the golf course, so anything that you've brought with you, you need to take away with you. Get in your car and off you go for the day and start preparing for next time. So hopefully that helps and what you need to expect for your journey here. Look forward to seeing you at some point in the next few days.